Coach, you head out on the road for your final 3 games this weekend in Arizona. 2 tough matchups. I mean, any matchup on the road in the Pac-12. How do you translate the success you've had at home, where you've been a pretty dominant team against some really good teams, and take that with you on the road for these last 3?
We got to build on it. I mean, we've won on the road as well. So in this conference this year. So again, every game's a tough game, home or away. A little warmer weather. We're excited about that. Again, 2 great teams in Arizona State and Arizona. But our thing right now is, we still have we have a lot to play for here still. So we got motivation. We're coming off a good weekend. I would like to see it better, and but we've got a lot out there on the table yet. So we're excited about that, and we'll be ready to go here on Thursday night.
Thursday night, you speak of Arizona State. What does Arizona State do that you guys are going to look out or are looking out for? Or they play better at home than they have on the road. How do you break down an Arizona State team?
Good team, new coach down there. Graham's done a great job with those young ladies. So they're playing for him. They're trying to play to maneuver themselves up the standings in the Pac-12. They have, like any of our teams, have been up and down throughout the year. And we know they'll be prepared. We know they'll be organized. They'll be excited for the game. I believe it's senior weekend down there, I'm assuming. So they got a lot of excitement for them, with their program. And but we're going to bring a lot, too, because I said before, we got a lot that we're trying to build on here moving forward.
Well, I've asked you before, but can you talk a little bit about your freshmen, what they brought to the team throughout the year, and especially late as they've grown throughout this year? And you saw at least Bennett scoring her first goal on Sunday, and the freshmen just getting involved at all levels.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting anywhere from 2 to 4 a game, depends on the game. Sometimes we're finishing the game with 5 or 6 on the field. I mean, that future looks bright. You play the number 2 team and number 5 team this past weekend. The number 2 team, 6 freshmen into the game against UCLA, the game that we won and deserved to win. USC game, Elise Bennett gets her first goal of the year. I think in fairness, that game probably could have been a draw. The goal we gave up, the second goal, just wasn't a great goal. And so we're kicking ourselves a little bit for that. But back to the freshman deal. And they're seeing minutes, they're seeing time. And what more can you be? You got to be excited about that. And they're confident right now. I mean, at least in practice right now, it feels like she can beat anybody she wants. And that's a great thing for young kids. And freshmen go up and down, go up the mountain, fall down the mountain. We got to pick them up. And I feel like right now we're all heading back up the mountain because we're going to the final stretch. I don't see any signs of fatigue or anybody that's upset. And we're healthy for these freshmen. So we're going to continue to ride these young ladies like we do the rest of this team.
Well, and then, as you said, the final stretch, you've got a lot to play for. What would it mean for the program, not to look too far ahead, but to get back to that NCAA tournament and to get into the postseason, which you've got a chance to do with these last 3 games being on the road?
Huge. I mean, it would be great. That's what we expect here. As I say before, playing, whether it's Stanford or UCLA or anybody else in this country, my team and me including always expects to win. And we had a great resume RPI builder on Thursday, and that's going to help. But we're not finished. Again, we're not going to settle. One of the things I told the girls is, okay, so get over that edge, fall over that edge, and win that UCLA game. But now bring it back to USC. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. So we got to be able to do that day in and day out. And that's the difference here now, is for us to be able to win the big one and win the next big one and win the next big one and so forth. And as you said, there's a lot out there, 3 games left. We're close, but we're not there yet. I mean, this thing's coming down the wire. It does every year. That's what's great about college sports. And, again, our group will be ready to go.
How do you get that consistency? Is it just playing and getting the experience, or is it mentality? How do you get the team to get that consistency of, we got the UCLA game, now let's bring it to the USC game, win that game, and win those big games over and over?
I mean, it's going to come with winning. It's going to come with believing in themselves. It's going to come in practice every day. I mean, USC is a great team. I mean, they won the national championship last year. They're playing on a lot of success right now. So they're winning games based on they're confident and what they did last year. It's almost like, I'm not really a Yankees fan, but throwing on the Yankees pinstripe, those guys are confident, Put on that, they expect to win. So we've got to be able to get that same mentality, because until we get there, we're going to have the bumps and ups and downs. So we got to move on, and it'll come for sure. I think the main thing here is we're remembering is that all the young kids that are playing and all the veterans that have been to the NCAA tournament, the Branches, the Harkins, the Crenshaws, the Ellas, I mean, all those young ladies on the upper part of our team roster, and then now the younger ones, they're leading, they're developing, and they're showing this is what it takes, and now these young ones are getting it. So I think with the young ones growing, that's going to help too down the road of just feeling that they can do this day in and day out.